My boyfriend said I was the most boring girlfriend he'd ever been with, so I showed him what fun really looked like. Drake stumbled through the door, drunk and angry. You embarrass me. He kicked off his shoes and left them in the middle of the hallway. Everyone asked where you were again. I had to explain to them why my girlfriend would rather read books than go with her boyfriend to the club. I quickly fixed his shoes and helped him onto the bed. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of the loud music, and it feels like I'm dating a 40-year-old. I want a girlfriend who's actually fun. Maybe we should break up. I stood there frozen, my stomach in stitches. I held his hand. I can be fun. That Saturday, I spent the entire afternoon getting ready. I watched YouTube tutorials on smoky eyes and bought a dress that showed more skin than all my other clothes combined. I practiced walking in heels I couldn't afford and Googled what drinks to order at clubs. When I showed up at the club, I didn't even look like myself. Drake had to do a double take. Holy crap, hot mama. Now that's what I'm talking about. His male friends grinned back, shaking his hand like he accomplished something. He handed me a shot of tequila. Cheers to my hot girlfriend. I downed it and immediately ordered 3 more. Whoa, slow down. Drake laughed, but I was already throwing them back. The bartender raised an eyebrow. First time doing tequila? You might want to pace yourself. But I ordered another round. I had to be fun. I had to be what he wanted. I dragged Drake onto the dance floor and climbed up on the platform. At first he was cheering, filming everything, but when I started grinding against some random guy on the platform, Drake pulled me down. Okay, that's enough, but I was just getting started. I thought you wanted fun. I did body shots with 3 strangers, gave some girl my number, kept ordering drinks even when Drake said we should slow down. By midnight, I was on the bar pouring shots directly into people's mouths. Drake kept trying to get me to leave. All our friends are gone now. You can stop. No, we're going to another club after this. That's what fun girlfriends do, right? Drake tried grabbing my hand. Let's get some air. I yanked away. You wanted this. You literally asked for this. The bartender picked me up, gently pushed me out of the bar area. You're done, miss. 2 in the morning, I was on the sidewalk trying to get into another club while Drake held me back. You're too drunk, they won't let you in. You don't want me to have fun. I screamed at him. Drake stared back at me, scared. This isn't fun anymore. You went too far. I looked at his face and laughed, falling over the floor. I threw up right there on the sidewalk. Drake had to carry me to the Uber while I kept yelling about being fun. The driver almost kicked us out twice. Next morning, I woke up with Drake sitting on the edge of the bed looking at me. We need to talk. My head was splitting. That was insane. You were completely out of control. I sat up, the room still spinning. You said I was boring. He rubbed his chin and sighed. I didn't mean become a completely different person. Maybe just come out once in a while, find a balance. I stared at him. Balance? You said I embarrass you. You said you wanted someone fun. Yeah, but not that fun. You embarrassed me last night, and there it was. Nothing would ever be right. Not the quiet me, not the party me, not some balanced me. You don't want me at all. You want someone else. He tried to argue, but I was already getting up. Wait, we can work this out. Just be yourself, but like a little more fun. I turned around. I tried being myself, and when you said it wasn't enough, I tried being what you wanted, and even that was too much. So this time, I'm done trying. Are you breaking up with me? Drake asked, somehow shocked. I laid back down, covering my eyes. Yeah, I am, because I will never be the girl you want me to be. And if you really loved me, you wouldn't have asked me to be any different either. My tears landed on the pillow beside me, drop by drop. So go. Drake stayed quiet, walked off without arguing. My heart broke, wishing he'd fought back, maybe even just a little, and tell me I was wrong, even though we both knew I wasn't. That same afternoon, I left the apartment for some air, heading straight to my favorite tea shop and ordered chamomile. Something Drake once bitterly said tasted like watery socks. I knew you were a tea person, a familiar voice said as I fought back tears again. I looked up and stared back at the bartender from the night before, smiling back at me. He sat in the seat across from me. Mind if I sit? You look like you need to talk to someone who witnessed that train wreck. I laughed despite myself. Was it that bad? Your boyfriend spent 20 minutes outside arguing with you about getting in another Uber. You kept insisting you could walk to Miami. We're in Boston. I put my head in my hands. I broke up with him this morning. Good. I looked up surprised. He shrugged. Sorry, but that guy sucked. He sat at my bar last week complaining about his boring girlfriend. And then you show up as the most interesting person in the room. He paused and smiled. And now I find out here you've even got great taste for drinks. I'd love to get to know you more.